Hi, welcome to Garden House Studio TV. My name is Peggy, and this is my husband Wayne.
Hey, you're just in time for our next DIY video. Come on in.
So this was the first thing we made. We used a JRV stencil, Holiday Greens, which is Jamie Ray Vintage. And then yesterday we finished our farmhouse Christmas sign with our old truck. So today our project is a little more complicated. And like I said, we'll be using stencils again. Today we're going to be making a reindeer feed bag. Okay, so this is also a JRV stencil. It's the Reindeer Feed, and it's about 8 by 8.5, so it's perfect for this feed bag. And we're going to be stenciling on this bag, but we're going to fill these with, or at least put some birdseed in them, because that's what kids like to throw out for the reindeer. I made the bags. I am going to have directions for that. I don't have them. I'm not going to tell you everything about how to make the bag right now, but I will have directions for that available. But it's just a drawstring bag. Couple buttonholes there. It starts off with a 21 by 21 inch piece of muslin. And then we fold it, sew it, press it, but before we do anything, we pre-wash our muslin and shrink it and get any sizing out of it so that whatever our medium is, it's gonna stick. So let's get started. When I do a stencil on fabric, it's a little bit different. And the paint we are using today is our Wise Owl 1 hour enamel. Reason being, we don't want to have to seal this fabric. We want the fabric to be all set once we're done stenciling. So we're using our Wise Owl 1 hour enamel, and the color is Veronica Vaughn, and it is a traditional Christmas red. So this is my 21 by 21 inch piece of muslin, and you can see that I've got this crease up here. That's what I'm going to fold down to do my casing and to actually have a very sturdy place up at the top, because I used like a burlap thread. So this is the bottom, this is the top. I've actually already creased in my front. The bag ends up being 10 by 10. When I am doing a fabric, stencil stamping or anything, I use this foam core board to attach my project to. And I get these in a big case at, I think we got these at like Staples or something like that. And it makes it so you have something to stencil or stamp against. And also, it makes it so you can put your project, I actually take this whole thing. So I'm going to put my seam allowance or my part that gets hemmed there, and this is where I am going to put my stencil. Now I know this is the finished size right here, which is about 15 by 10, and I am going to take my stencil, and I want it to be, I think, about 3 or 4 inches from the bottom, and I am just eyeing it. I am not measuring this. So the difference in when I stencil on fabric, I tape the whole thing down, and the reason being is I do not want any of my paint to slip off and go on my fabric. Okay, so I'm going to tape this whole thing down. I've got this nice wide tape here, frog tape. And the stencil goes almost to the edge, so you don't have too much space to overlap the actual stencil. It's only like 1/4 of an inch. So you really want to push that down. So this is our 1 hour enamel paint, Wise Owl. And see how it's gonna Okay, looks like I've got that all done now just for the great unveiling. Enough talking. Let's see how we did. Okay, here it goes. This is 1 hour enamel paint, so it dries pretty fast. Oh, it looks great. Real happy with it. Okay. Nice and bright reindeer feed. Great. Okay, so once this dries, I will sew up the back, and then I sew up the bottom, and then I put my gussets in. I put my buttonholes in the top. But that's our reindeer feed bag. That's how we make it. Always stamping or stenciling before I sew up the bag or the pillow. I always do it before. So here's what it looks like what it will look like when it's done. Just a fun little bag, muslin bag, a perfect little Christmas decor. If you have a fireplace, wouldn't that look great just sitting on the fireplace? Put whatever you want to put in it, but it's just a great little decoration. So that's our project for today. We did a stencil on fabric. I used 1 hour enamel paint, so it dries really, really quickly. It's Wise Owl 1 hour enamel, and once this dries, we will finish this bag, and I'll probably put a bunch of them as a picture for you to see them.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.
And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.